Hi guys, Clay Jones here with Fox Hills Disc Golf Productions. Have my lovely wife back to help me out this time.
Hello, Clay Jones.
We got Mr. Jim Lapino, tournament director with those Macon Aces, back in Macon, Georgia. Throw with the stone. How many?
4.
Yeah, it's 4. We got Mr. Goodwin starting out 20 down, Chad Yeatts 19, 17 for Brent, Dylan 16, and Dustin at 14. We're going to pick up on hole 10A, 20 holes, so this will be the first hole of the last 10 of this round.
450 feet, kind of downhill.
But it looks like he's just flicked one down there in pretty good shape. Alright, Chad Yeatts, number 2 on the pad. One backhand. He wants that one to flip a little bit. I think he got hung up in the trees, a little short of the catch cam there, so he's got some work to do to get to that basket. Still a par 3 in this position. I want to say that the next position is a par 4.
That is correct.
For the final round is a par 4.
I think that's right.
Nathan gets a nice little flip down there. He's got it going if he can get it stable up a little bit. And no.
Oh, goodness.
Well, kicked out a little bit favorable there, though, so he'll have a decent run at it. Dylan's going to go back in also. Oh, man.
Favorable kick into the fairway.
Yeah. I think they hit the same tree as Nathan, just about a foot, 2 feet underneath it. So, Mr. Dustin Perry, he's gonna try to smooth one down the center. Oh, that's a great looking shot. He's about 50 or so short of the basket, so he'll have a decent look. Chad had to flick one out from his knees, and he's got a decent shot there. He's got a little up and down, so hopefully he can save par there. Brent's going to flick one out of the woods too. A little hyzer.
Alright.
Yeah, he came about 15 feet short, so he's in good shape. Nathan with a good looking approach. He's got about 12 feet or so, so he's in good shape and should be able to take the par. Dylan had a jump putt approach and wound up about 12 or 15 past the basket. Alright, Dustin's got a shot for the birdie here. Let's see if he can cash it in. A little strong side, but he's right there for the tap out, so. Chad's got some work to do to save par here. He's got a edge of the circle putt. Ooh, just a little short. He's going to have to settle for the bogey on that one. Very good looking putt there. I think somebody was telling him to CTP there, but he was letting him know that was his second shot there that landed there. So, pretty funny. Dustin's going to tap out. Alright, Dylan's going to tap out, and then we'll let Chad tap out. No birdies on this one, and Chad will have to back her down to 18 down, 20 for Nathan, and everybody stays the same. So Chad will move to the back of the box, and we'll move to the second temporary hole, 10B, uphill 375. Pretty good opening to start off with, but then it narrows in, and a lot of guardians to get through down about 3/4 of the way of the fairway. So the road is OB over there. But it looks like he's going to have a decent lane for a pretty nice upshot. Nathan's going backhand. He's got one. He's hyzered out and caught a tree there. He would have liked to probably got about 50 more feet out of that for sure. It's a little uphill, and it's a natural tee pad over here, so it's hard to get the power that you're used to. Things don't really flip up for you. Like like you think, and you wind up throwing up a little bit more than you want to a lot, just like Dylan did just now. So it's a little hard to get used to. And it's 375 straight up, so it's you know, it's not a short hold to start off with.
It's not a gimme.
Yeah.
Sounds like he caught a tree too.
Yeah, Dustin got a tree as well, so.
He still got decent up shots from there.
Chad looks like he might go roller here, I think. I'm not really sure. Yeah, looks like he went with the forehand roller. Oh, I think he caught something a little bit early, and he didn't even get halfway, so he's bummed. It looks like it'd be great for a roller right there. Just gotta hit. You just gotta pick that right landing zone and get in it, and hopefully you don't hit a pine cone or a stick or a squirrel.
Right.
Dylan overcooked that one a little bit. He's gone by a good bit. He's gonna have a little downhill, 40-ish, something like that, to get the par. Chad looks like he's going tomahawk. He swung it out and caught a little bit of that tree, and he's gonna, he's gonna look pretty good. 20 feet for that 3. Brent's gonna have a flick up shot here, working to skip.
Very nice.
Ooh, yeah, that looked good. He's got a little bit of an anti-putter up shot. He's in great shape too. So, Dylan, oh, excuse me. Dustin also with a beautiful up shot. Well, Dylan's got some work to do for the par.
Oh, so close.
Another band for Dylan. He's about sick of hearing that sound. He's been aggressive putting all day. Just can't seem to get him in the chains.
Just a skosh off.
Chad cleans up there. Yeah, everybody else is winning in about 12 feet or so. So that should do it for the 2 temporary holes.
Move on to 11 as we get closer to the lake.
Yep. So we're 20, 18, 17, 15, and 14. Moving on to 11, one of my favorite holes. I want to say we're in the, are we up to the left here? Yeah. Yep. We're up in the left position, 290. Looks like Brent caught a tree and did not quite get through that gap. He's a good bit short still. Nathan's probably going to play something a little bit lower and try to avoid the branches and get through that gap, and you want to land in that sunny area down there just left of the basket if you can. Yeah, and he looks like he's got a right in the sunny spot there, so great job.
Very nice.
Dustin's peered one right down the center, hoping to get some skip up to the basket. Yes, sir. He's about 14 away, so no problem there. A little uphill putt. He's going to be happy with that.
Nice smooth throw.
Chad flicks one down low. Kind of going against the grain there. And he,
a little cabbage.
Yeah, he caught something up a little there and kicked him down and right, so.
You still got a putt.
Yeah, you know, that power putt. He's got to activate that power putt. So it's going to go backhand, try to hyzer one to the side of the hill, get it sticked right by that basket. Oh, he catches some high stuff there as well.
Get it.
Nice run. Brent's going to go with a hyzer up shot, try to get it to stick and stop right there. And, ooh, came up a little short and had about an 8-foot roll away, but he's in pretty good shape. Chad with that big jump putt. He gave it a valid effort, but no go. Nathan's got about a 28-foot putt there, right in the heart.
Very nice.
Great birdie. This position is hard to get to. It's only a little bit of stuff to get through, but they're pretty substantial, and that high line is very skinny. So, ooh, that's unfortunate. Just a little high. That was above his feet a little bit. It's hard sometimes to get that putter up in that basket when it's just right at your eyes, you know.
Yeah, elevation change and footing is tricky. It's tough hole.
Some good cleanup putts there. We'll move on to hole 12. Nice 2 for Nathan, 21 down.
And Dustin.
And Dustin now moves into 4th place. So I think Nathan will lead us off here. He's got one out hyzered up. This is the original position. Oh, look at it again. Yes. That was nice, man. It's hard to get a skip ace here because the way the hill is, but that is a beautiful play to just let it bounce into the bottom of that basket and sit underneath it, man. That makes you feel good. You know, you can just sit down and rest for a second there and watch everybody throw and not worry about that one. Oh, that looked good. Yeah, this is the original location when we used to play here. This was the only location. Now there's 2 different locations, and I probably only aced this basket about 12 times. So.
Was that all?
Yeah, this position, I mean. Mostly in practice rounds, I'm going to go ahead and admit. I'm not going to lie about it. Mostly in practice rounds. Brent dropped that one a little bit. He had a good line, but he just didn't quite get the power on it. Might have slipped a little bit, but something bothered him right off the tee there. So. Yeah, the thing about this hole too, this green in this location is if you get above the basket, it's a death putt city. If you miss the basket, you're definitely looking at a 40, 45 footer back. And that's what you want. Dylan right there, he's looking good. He's going to have a no stress 2 right there. So, like I was saying, this is pretty substantial downhill and drops off even more behind the basket. So, great putt right from there. That's a 25 footer or so that, you know, a lot more pressure than you would think. Same here. This is a 22 footer, but and that's what happens. Makes you drop it sometimes. You just don't quite want to give it the effort. Because you know if it goes high, it's going to go about 40 feet past. So that was a good putt by Brent for sure.
All right, Dylan with a nice bird there.
Yes. Very nice bird for Nathan too. That was a great drive. 22 down for Nathan, 19, 17, 15, 15 now. So Dylan ties it back up there. So they got their race going. So we move on to hole 13. It's 200 straight up the hill. Also the old original location. OB directly behind the basket. There's a road right there, about 12 feet possibly behind the basket. And it's pretty easy to go out. The only good news is if you're out right behind the basket, you get to putt right in. Ooh, and
nice
Chad
try.
with a very nice run.
Very nice.
Yeah, when we played here, the tree wasn't so big in the middle right there, and you could go around it and hyzer back in with the backhand, but yeah, it looks like it's getting harder and harder and harder these days, so the line is closing up on this shot a little bit, so makes it a little tougher. It looks like he's got a putter. He's going to give it a good saucy run here.
Nice.
Oh, that's what you want. Oh, get down.
Oh,
Oh, that's too bad.
See, He's so close to being awesome this
Oh
round.
man, he's had some tough breaks for sure. Dustin pitches one in there. That would look beautiful. I think he threw a little flick in there, putter looking. Got that thing to flip up and landed it nice and soft up there, so he's gonna like that. Brent, I think he was kind of trying to play it into the hill there and just get off of this one without putting it out of bounds there, because that's also a possibility. Well, Nathan gonna see if he can catch this bird here. A little downhill, bit of a death putt for sure. You wanna draw some metal here for sure.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fingerlinger.
Yeah, luckily he caught an edge and stopped right there. There's a manhole cover. I think he actually hit that a little bit and stopped right there, so no problem. Gave a stroke back there for sure, though. He would have made that 9 out of 10, I promise you, at least. And that's a 3 for Dylan because he went out of bounds right there and had to do his tap in, took his relief. Nice birdie for Dustin. And Mr. Yeatts will step up, cash in his 2 as well. Brent will have to settle for par. And we'll move on to the water holes now. It starts to get interesting. Alright, Chad closed it up a little bit at the top. Dustin took back over that 4th position. And we'll move on to 14. Uh-oh. Look out, she's ripping it.
Woohoo. Get your copy of Gracie in the Marvelous Metal Basket. For every kid you know and love, it's the wonderful sport we all love.
Kids of all ages. Alright, Mr. Yeatts is going to lead us off here on hole 14. 300 foot. Just past the basket. Oh, look out.
Uh-oh. Oh, goodness.
Net save!
Definite net save.
Definite. Like, save your life net
I
save.
think Chris was going to take one in the ear right there. Good job, Jim Lupino, in deploying those safety nets.
Yes, yes.
Dustin's got a real nice looking shot going here. Oh, he got skip off the grass and it just stopped him right there. That was beautiful.
Might be tricky around that tree putt, but not
Yeah,
too far.
He'll definitely have a little bit to work around.
Look how beautiful. I love this course so much.
That road to OB right there, road and beyond is OB, and of course the lake is OB down there, and you can definitely get into the water quickly. There's actually a little V that cuts up in there, a little seawall sort of thing, and you can get OB real quick right here.
Very challenging hole.
Nathan's crushed down, and he's looks like he's turned that over. It's got to get stable quick. No.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's got to play it where he went out of bounds, which is you can see about where he's walking back there behind him on the road is about where it flipped over. So he's going to have a little bit of work to do just to get to that basket still. And so let's see if Brent can get one down there close.
Looks nice.
Good looking shot. Needs to stable up as well. And it does. He didn't have quite as much on it. Catches a little bit of, I want to say he caught grass there because if he would have caught street skip there, I believe it would have been a little bit more action. But he's looking good. He's got a little downhill at probably 32 foot, something like that. Dylan's gone a little more hyzer route. He's going to try to get one to stick close to the basket there.
Nope.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Is it out?
I believe Dylan found the OB there as well. So, yep. He's going to have to try to get the par from there. Came in a little hot. Nathan went a little long. He's going to have some work to do to get through those trees. So, Chad had to do some funky footing through the net here, but he's ready to give this thing a run with his straddle putt.
All right, that'll work.
He gave it a half run. It's a little deep, but he's got a little tap in there, no worries. Nathan had to go to one knee here. Oh, just a little short. What the hole he's looking for? Brent's got one about 42, something like that, maybe 37. Bang! Get a little replay action right there. Another angle. Yes, sir. That was a great putt, right in the heart of the chains. All right, Dylan's got a putt over the elephant ears. The water's right there, so.
No, very nice putt.
Very nice putt. Great job. Dustin's got a low ceiling and a downhill deal. It's a very tricky putt here.
Oh, goodness. So close.
Just can't quite keep it up enough. That nose had a little bit down and just couldn't fight over that edge of that basket. So Chad's going to walk out here with the 3 after his net save. So that's not too bad of a result after that throw. So he'll probably just go ahead down the road. All right, Brent with a nice 2 on that one. Going to lead us off. He's going to flick it over there. It's 360. It's about 300 across the water just to carry the water. He's come up a little bit short, but he'll have an easy upshot. Chad goes with something pretty stable and tries to put a little anti-flick on it. Definitely release that one a little bit early. He's gonna have some work to do to get up and down from the hill over there by 16's tee pad. So Dustin looks like he's lining up a backhand here. He's gonna try to get something to flip over there and just grind up under that basket. He's going up high and he's flipping. It looks like, I'm not sure if it caught some stuff or it just stabled up and came down a little early, but he's going to have some moist footing over there. And
hey, he's in bounds.
Yeah, he's in bounds, but he's got a pretty good distance to go. So Dylan's got plenty of power to get there. He's got one up right down the center. It's flipping up. Looks great. Oh, he just couldn't quite work his way through those trees over there, and they've knocked it down. They've knocked a lot of good shots down right over there. So tough hole for sure. Nathan's lineup looks like he's going a little hyzer action. He may play it. No, he's got it flipping a little bit more than he'd like, it looks like. Needs to hyzer up, and oh yeah, that's stabled up nicely. That's a great result.
Down the back.
Chad's going to go with the tomahawk. Tries to slide it up there. I think he did a nice job there. He's going to have no problem getting a 3 on that one. So I'm going to pull that one a little bit, but I think he's got that well in hand. Dylan's got a pretty good run at it. He's been running him all day.
No, that was good.
That was a legit run too, man. See that nice bridge Jim and that some of the aces have built over there. It's a great job.
Very helpful around there. It gets very moist.
Yeah, when the rains come and the plate gets up high, that gets a little moist in there for sure. So great job. It's a very makeable putt here. Not quite enough juice.
Alright.
Chad goes ahead and takes that 3, and we'll step out of the way and see if everybody else can clean it up. Yeah, this is the signature hole at Claystone for sure, if you ask me. And when we were here and ran the club, this was the hole that we used on our stamp and a lot of our stuff. So it's great to be back in Macon and filming. And yeah. All right, everybody will stay the same. Par party on that one. We'll move on to 16. 356. Up over the hill. That's a great looking shot. Oh, he's just a little past the basket, but that is a beautiful result.
Pretty good at this golf, you know. Sometimes.
Only takes about 16 holes to warm up.
Chad looks like he's going to go tomahawk here. Thumber. Yeah, he threw a thumber on that one, about 300 feet in the air. Ooh, it came down the backside of that hill. Needs to get down.
Roll. Oh no. Will that be in?
He actually caught the bushes there, and yeah, he stayed on the shoreline there, so he's safe. It's pretty dense growth right there. Catches a lot of them. Just got a good looking shot flipped up. Just hides it up a little bit quick on him there, and came down hole high, but he's still got about 45 or so. Dylan ripped up something stable, and
Very nice.
yeah, very nice result. Very makeable putt. Nathan went backhand. He's got something flipping towards the basket as well.
Woohoo!
Oh, mama.
That's how you do that.
I think he's going to like that one once he gets over there. He's going to like the way that one looks.
Yeah, they can't really tell from where they are, can they?
No.
Ooh.
Valiant effort by Chad from the water's edge down there. Dustin kicks his out of the way, and he's got about 45 or so, and just casually
Very
lays it up
nice.
there. Yes, sir. No problem. Just another day at the old park here. It's not a big deal. Dylan saw that, and he says, no problem.
Oh,
Oh, well, except he missed the basket, so that's the only problem with
that's
that.
a little problem.
Yeah, that's too bad. Good run, though. I love his aggressive attitude. He goes for it, man. He was a joy to watch, for sure.
Oh, goodness.
And Brent came up just a little short. So still got some work to do here to close this one out.
Solid.
No problem. He's got a great confident putt, man. That helps a lot. That helps you run them when you know that you can make those 25-footers, no problem. Chad will get out of there with a 3. And the only birdie on the card there will be Mr. Nathan with that beautiful drive. That was wonderful. Oh no, excuse me, Dustin with that beautiful putt as well.
Alright.
And Dustin will keep that 4th place going, and
He's on the move.
yeah. Alright, we'll move on to 17. If you flip something here, you can definitely get in the water real quick, so it's there in your mind for sure off the drive here. Dustin was going out and over the water, and that's really how you get close. He just kind of caught the edge of that tree and came down pretty quick. Nathan's going to give this one a running start and see if he can get one close. Yep, he gets out over the water and around, and he's coming back in. That's a great looking shot.
Just a little long.
Yeah, he's got a nice uphill putt there. He'll have a good go at it. Seems pretty happy with that one. Brent checking the wind here. It's a pretty nice day. Not too much, but it usually comes off the lake and sort of bumps up the hill a little bit. Brent just didn't get quite enough on that one. He'd like to have that one back and put about 20% more power on that one. Chad's going right at it. Oh,
Wow.
that one was the Invisidisc, but it sure popped up at the end pretty close right there.
That was tough to see.
And that was hard in editing. I kept thinking, where's this disc? And but the white disc is not a friend of the camera guy, so I think we have another white disc coming in somewhere. There it is. And that one just
That one rolled
took it.
along.
Oh yeah, unfavorable little kick and roll there, but he's got a good looking putt there. He'll be over there with Nathan.
Ooh.
Nice run off the top there. Uphill 50-footer there.
Ooh, almost.
Just a little short. Nathan's substantially closer. He's feeling a little bit of tailwind coming down there, so he knows he's going to have to put that thing up a little bit higher than normal and let it drop in the basket.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the sweet spot. That was a beautiful putt. That's the kind of putts you want to make when you're coming down to the end of the round. That's a good confidence builder.
Oh.
Brent's a little short. Chad with his straddle birdie putt there, no problem.
You're happy to get a birdie on 17.
Absolutely.
Nice. I'm happy to get a par on 17.
And that's what these guys will take, pars for these guys, but a very nice 2 for Nathan and Chad. Alright, that'll put Nathan at 23 down, Chad at 21, 18 for Brent, Dustin at 17, and 15 for Dylan, moving into the last hole. Well, it's been a pleasure doing commentary with you.
You as well, Clay Jones.
Yes. High fives forever, infinity high fives.
I guess we'll find out after this who is going into the finals.
Yeah, this will be it. It's going to be pretty close right here. Who's going to battle and get on that final lead card? It's a good looking drive. Looks like he might have sawed off a little bit, but he waved it off and he's inbound, so it's okay. You definitely flip one over and get in the water real quick here if you try to get a little too much on a little unstable disc, so that's just going to hyzer one out a little bit and get one to come back in. A little malfunction on the catch cam here, so I want to say we pick up catch cam footage after this. That one's got one flipping over, needs to get down, and he settles inbounds, so luckily he didn't catch an air bounce there. Yeah, he's fine. Dylan puts one out there high on that hyzer line, and he's coming in great. A little early, but he'll have a decent look at it.
Very nice. Yeah, he's got that putt.
Brent with this iconic view behind him. Oh, so close. I really wanted him to make that. That would have been a highlight reel forever.
So picturesque.
Yeah, pretty scenic. It's got a run here, but this is a heavy-duty putt here, up downhill, and
Yeah,
he gave it
no gimme.
Yeah, no, he gave it a valiant effort though. Speaking of valiant effort,
For
man,
the
all
basket
around
today.
that Dylan was just all over it.
Very
Dustin.
nice bird.
Yeah, beautiful putting stroke right there.
He's had a string of birdies.
Yeah, he turned it on right here at the end of this round, and he just got such a smooth style. It's just really fun to watch and film him. And Nathan with a nice little par save putt there. That one was about 20 foot or so. Great job there. Alright, we're going to clean it up here with Mr. Yeatts. Dylan's going to come on and go ahead and take care of that little bitty run that he put on it. And that's going to do it for this round. Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. We will be back with the final round of the Throw at the Stone. And we're gonna wind up with 23 under for Nathan, Chad at 21, Brent 18, 18 for Dustin, tie for third, so it's getting pretty busy. See if 15 is gonna keep Dylan on that lead card, so tune back in, guys.
See you later.
Thanks, Ryan, for this sweet drone footage. Oh, and also I'd like to thank our really sexy model for crushing that disc.
You're so funny.
Hey, please subscribe.